You know what it is. Here we go. This your boy Dr. Hood, and we back with another exclusive H19D. If you didn't know, hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Smash that bell for notifications. Okay, we got Kendra G back in the building. Looks like a Ella Smith. Briefly heard, she was from Seattle, Washington. This woman wants a guy that makes $300K or more, and she has a laundry list of things that she expects and the expectations and the things that she is looking for. Okay, 40 years old, 2K. I don't know if the kids are by the same dad or not. I don't know. That we'll just get into it.
Hey,
My name is Ella.
Ella, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington. How old are you?
I'm 40.
40. Good. What do you do for a living?
I am a vlogger.
Why was you hesitant to tell me that?
Because it's private.
She with it? What? Let's keep going.
So you don't want people to know?
Well, it's incognito, so my vlog, it's like you can't tell that it's me intentionally.
Okay. So that's what you do for a living, though?
Yes.
Lucky her. She gets to vlog and do blogs and stuff, and she gets to make a living. She lives in Seattle, Washington. I'm a Seattleite, born and raised. It's very expensive around this area. It's not as much as like San Francisco, but it's up there. It's pretty expensive. She wants a guy making $300K. There's plenty of tech people out there making that, or let's just say half of that, in a large amount. So I can't see her not ever dating somebody on that status, but she's like I said, she got a laundry list of things that she's looking for in a man. So I don't know if they can match up. Let's see.
So you don't want to tell us more about it because you want to keep your anonymous.
Exactly.
Okay. Ella, you said Seattle, Washington?
Yes.
Seattle, Washington. 40, you have any kids?
I have two.
2 kids. How old are your children?
23 and...
Damn, she's 40? She wasn't wasting no time having kids, said she got it out the way. Damn, was she 17, 16, 17 when she had the first? Okay. This woman was out there. And this is, you never know how it happened, but a lot of times, these are some of the women that have a lot of the miles that guys are talking about, when we talk about the mileage, okay?
And one will be 18 on Christmas.
Okay, same man?
No.
No. Have you ever been married?
Yes.
Okay, when did you get divorced?
September 15th. It was finalized.
Oh, this year?
Yes.
You just got divorced like a month ago.
I've been waiting to get on the show. You said gotta be single, so hurried up and got that.
Oh, you already ready, girl. You've been divorced for a month and said it's time for the next one.
Yes.
It's time for the next one. Notice how it's a big celebration about the divorce. It's not like, oh, that's too bad and blah, blah, blah. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm sorry. Nothing like that. It's a big ass party when it comes to the divorce. And black women are the leading, like they're the ones getting the divorce. Men aren't the ones getting them. And I won't even say black women, just men in general. Women are filing for divorce a lot faster than guys, at a larger rate than guys. Is that fair? So you got to look at that. They're championing, this woman in her divorce. This is the dating coach. They're not going to teach you how to get in a relationship and stay in it. And you know what I'm saying? They're going to on to the next.
Yes, ma'am. I've actually been dating. We've been separated for over 3 years.
Okay.
For 4 years.
We're nosy. You don't have to answer, but do you want to share why you got divorced?
It was an abusive relationship, and then he turned into a meth addict, and
Yikes! There's a lot of meth around here. I don't know if she's. Nah, I'll leave that one alone. I'll leave that one alone. There's a lot of meth around these parts. I know that.
I mean, it wasn't his. I don't believe that it was his fault that he turned into a meth addict. He was trying to self-soothe,
and you know, like it's anybody. Like, come on, you know, you got to take some type of accountability. I know this isn't your deal, but you're trying to minimize, because this is the choice that you made. This is, if this is the relationship that we're talking about, or if this is you know, the marriage with the child's father. You know, I don't know if you married one of the fathers or anything like that, but it's your choice at the end of the day. So don't try to say that he didn't choose to be like that, because he did choose to be like that. When he picked up that damn meth pipe, that's when he chose to be like that.
I guess because our daughter died and he couldn't do.
Because your daughter died?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear what happened to your daughter.
She was run over by the electric company and then overdosed at the hospital.
Wow, that's huge. And then, you know, Kendra wants to get all on here and, you know, digging on. Like, Kendra, you're not really ready for this trauma that real people go through. Okay, so now you got this woman on there. Well, she got herself on here. In your defense, she has herself on here. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So you had 3 children initially?
Correct.
Okay, sorry to hear that. And then the death of your child just kind of took you guys apart?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I heard about when parents deal with the passing of a child, it's hard for them to stay married together. That's sad.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. So this is Ella. When's your birthday or zodiac sign?
November 25th, and I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. All right, so this is Ella, Seattle, Washington. She's 40. She's a blogger, 2 children. She's a Sagittarius, was once married. What kind of man you looking for, honey?
Okay, I got a long list.
Here we go. She got a laundry list of stuff, you know, that the expectations and the things that she wants from a man. Okay. I hope she got a list half that size for the things that she's willing to provide to the relationship also. But then again, you got your simps that, you know, they don't care. They don't really care what a woman brings to the table, or if she's, you know, they don't give a fuck about that. As long as they can get them some fucking in-house, some, you know, some shit that they, you know, they don't give a fuck about nothing else. It's like a thirsty motherfucker. You know, they'll drink some dirty ass water. You know, they don't give a fuck. They so thirsty.
I have a long list.
A long list. I wrote it down. So he must believe in higher power. He doesn't have to be like Christian or anything, but he definitely has to believe in higher power. He can't be an atheist. So he must be spiritual. He needs to enjoy outdoor activities. He must be calm, dominant, respectful.
Calm, dominant, respectful.
Financially secure, loyal, responsible, honest, kind.
Like, is this like some shit that you gotta remember all this shit? Cause she's got me boggled already. She named off like 8 things quick. You know? There's so many things on that list, she can't even take her eyes off the paper. You know, if you can't take your eyes off the paper, you know, this list is too long now. Calm, dominant, you know. Yeah, he's calm and dominant. Okay. Good luck. Good luck. That's all I gotta say.
Authentic, thoughtful, a good communicator, athletic, health conscious, tall. I'm not finished. Affectionate, emotionally available. He must be a gentleman, hygienic, has nice teeth, well dressed, old fashioned, Patient, dressed sophisticatedly, not skinny. If
Not skinny. She, it's too much.
he is under 40, he must be above 6 feet tall. And if he is over 40, he must be above 5'9".
Wow. So these are just, hope you guys can remember all this shit. She must be looking for fucking Clark Kent or some shit. Superman.
Okay, explain to me the age requirements based on height.
Because so I'm 40 years old, and I do sometimes date guys that are like, guys try to date me that are like in their 20s and sometimes 30s, and I noticed that it's easier for me to date a guy that is over 30 if he is taller, because I don't know, I guess I equate that to him being like more of a man. If he's, I don't know, it's kind of an issue of mine, but
It's an issue of yours. You're worried about the wrong shit and your list is too fucking long. It's unrealistic. This is the delusion. This goes in the delusional file. I'm gonna have to put this in the delusional cabinet and file it properly. Okay? She's looking for a make-believe guy. That's all of these things. And is this even a woman that can keep a man? Those are the questions that we need to be asking. We need to toughen up the playing field, fellas. Okay? Because it's like, okay, you want this guy, you might as well just go buy a car. Like, you put more into your car. You'll invest more into a car that you're buying that has all these features than a breathing human being.
so
And then if he's older, he could be shorter.
yeah, but he still has to be above 5'9".
Oh, okay.
Right, so you're not 5'9", you're 5'8". Forget about it.
Are these non-negotiable requirements on your list?
Majority of them are, yes.
What's negotiable?
What's negotiable? If he has facial hair, which I didn't even say that. I love facial hair. I also like dark skinned guys, so that is negotiable. I date all nationalities, so but I do prefer a black man, so that's negotiable. However, he can't be like super white, and by super white, I mean like culturally as well as his appearance. Like, he has to be over 10, so I can't have like an Irish dude that's just like hella pale. No, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, what is she trolling?
Yeah. So that, yeah.
He has to be, I think you mentioned athletic, so he has to be athletic.
Yes, and so that's with the age range too. So I like guys that are bigger. He can't be skinny. So skinny is definitely a non-negotiable. Like, I can't do a really skinny guy. That is for another reason. But yeah, I don't like really skinny guys. So, and I think that has to do with, like, he seems like not really a grown man if he's really skinny. That too. So, yeah.
What are your deal breakers? I'm assuming you wrote that down.
I did. Okay, so one deal breaker that I have is that I do not want to date a guy that treats women that he's newly dating based off of his previous relationships. So I've dated guys that are like, I used to give, girlfriends a credit card when they go out of town or something, and then you're going out of town with my credit card. And he's like, I don't do that anymore because, like, the last chick kept my credit card when we broke up, and she was like booking hotel or something, stuff like that.
So you want to use their credit card? Wait a minute, man. What? So in a previous relationship, I give a chick my credit card, if the deal goes bad, I don't get my credit card back. I gotta cancel and all this extra stuff, probably some extra things charged on there that I don't never get reimbursed for. And then you expect me to get in a new relationship with you and just overlook the fact that I got fucked? This is delusional.
I'm not okay with you telling me, things that, you do in the beginning of the relationship and then tell me, oh, you're not going to do that for me because it went poorly in the relationship previously. That's not okay.
So nobody that's gonna...
This woman is a damn video game. I think that's what she's looking for. Just her whole expectations and everything. A guy's not even gonna be able to keep up with that, let alone be attracted to her at the same time. The odds of her finding this whole laundry list of things and all of these deal breakers and, making sure everything pans out, and then that person actually being attracted and want to settle down with a 40-year-old woman that has one baby's dad that's on meth, or a husband, I don't know if she had a kid with that man, and then the other guy obviously didn't want her, okay? Knocked her up young. Another reason women think, they're just gonna see this guy that they like and they're just gonna turn that guy into their fucking husband. It doesn't matter. He has a decision, he has a life also. And sometimes his life doesn't include you, and that's when the separation comes. He's a bad guy, he's a deadbeat because his life plans didn't include you, okay? I see this time and time again. And then women will hold the kid over the man's head.
Use his past experience to negate how he moves forward in his current experience?
Exactly.
But don't we all do that though?
Yes, we do kind of. But like I said, this guy literally...
She's full of shit. I think she's used to, and I don't even know this blog stuff, and they don't know it's you. I'm starting to look into this Seattle life. There's a lot of chicks around here, young chicks living in fat high-rise joints off of tricks. I'm not gonna accuse this lady of doing any adult type of entertainment or nothing like that. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole, but it looks kind of suspect. Kevin Samuels would have ate this up. What type of relationship are you looking for? What, all of this stuff, and then you got this type of job it's kind of laughable. You're a vlogger, you're a blogger, you work on YouTube for a living. Okay.
He did these things as a selling point. Like, he's told all these things that he's done as this is why you should be with me. But then when it comes to like, okay, well, yay, we're in this relationship now. He's like, oh yeah, I'm not doing that because this happened in that relationship, and I'm not doing that.
I got it. So what's some other deal breakers?
I don't want a liar. I can't have a lazy guy. He has to be hygienic. Like, I can't have him stinking.
Right. So she must have had one stinking. It's, a lot of times you'll get some stinky ass dudes, they'll think they can fuck with you because of the way you look, Like, if I see an immaculate ass female, I'm not gonna bring my stinky ass around her, right? I'm gonna make sure, oh yeah, let's go get freshened up. Let's go get right, because she comes across like this immaculate female, right? So you're gonna attract those stinky type of dudes if they think that, that you accept that. Those are the type of dudes that you fuck with, right? So let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Not a cheater. So, and the thing is about it though, I'm not gonna say that this guy has to be extremely exclusive to me, but I definitely have to feel like I'm the most important person in your life.
So you're open to him having other women as long as you're the main girl?
No, I need to feel like I'm the most important person in your life. So if you can accomplish seeing other people while still making it so, I feel like I'm the most important person in your life, then yeah, how about it?
Most important person as in the females he's dating, or just overall?
Overall, the most important person in your life.
Over his, what if he has children?
Yeah, I would prefer him not to have children.
Oh, what's the age range?
So you prefer them not to have children, and you know you got 2 of them, right? So you're just looking for somebody that don't got no obligations, so they could spend all their money on you.
A date.
I'm gonna say 30 to up, as long as he can get up and walk and athletic.
But you have 2 kids, so he can't have kids?
If they're grown, like my kids are grown.
Okay.
So hey, it doesn't matter what the fuck the man wants in this situation. It does not matter what the man wants.
Your kids are grown, so if he has grown kids,
That's fine.
Okay, now back to my original question.
He still needs to make me feel like I'm the most important person in his life.
So you want to feel more important than his own children?
Yes.
Will he be more important than your children?
No. But I'm going to make him feel like he is.
Girl, now look.
Hmm?
I'm going to allow you to speak and put out there in the universe, but that's a crazy as hell request to say that a man needs to make you feel more important than the people he brought into this planet. And you just said yourself, he would not.
She's delusional, and it's the type of delusional. I ain't want to say like. Sometimes I gotta bite my tongue, man, because I be wanting to really go in, and I really do got a heart. I'm really here for the educational purposes, and she's delusional. Like, look, there's nothing fruitful about you, about this woman. She doesn't have that vibe. I'm hoping that's just the new growth coming back, and she doesn't have like this small afro with the I mean, come on, man.
Be more important than your children.
Right.
So you don't think that's kind of crazy to say? I need to be.
See, this is what you're not listening, because I didn't say it has to be more important. I said he needs to make me feel.
But
like,
why? Why do you have to feel more important than his own children? You're not his mama. So you gotta be more important. So you gotta be more important than his mama too.
I just don't want his mama or his children to be an issue in our relationship. That's what I mean by that.
He's just meeting you.
They're not. Yeah, he's just meeting you, and it's about time Kendra kind of came in here and leveled it out a little bit, because for a minute it was getting too far gone. I was kind of like, damn, I'm only barely halfway through this. This is gonna be ridiculously hard, with the level of delusion of this 40-year-old woman, that had a baby when she was 17, so she had to be fucking when she was 15. She had to be big fucking, and just, not giving a fuck. Plenty of partners. Okay? She's got plenty of miles. This type of woman, they don't care. They've already had kids. They're up in age. They don't give a fuck no more. She got that greasy ass face like she drinks all the time. Okay? So, and then she wants a man that makes $300K or more. For what? For what? Okay? I mean, other than you live in Seattle and you look kind of civilized, you probably got a decent job. But other than that, like, what the fuck is the value? How are those kids doing? How did they turn out? Okay? The fucking one of your ex-husband was on meth. Are one of the kids on meth too? Okay? Like, these are some of the questions that men need to ask. And quit ignoring all these red flags.
Man, you about to meet him for the first time. Whenever you meet him, these people been with him his whole entire life. and you need to jump the line before his mama and
That's
his
obvious.
kids
That's
has an
obvious.
importance in his life?
If we're in a relationship together, you separate yourself from your previous relationships, and we are one, and that's
Who
what
got the divorce in your last relationship? You or your husband?
I did.
Why did you want a divorce?
I told you.
Because he was
Tell me
abusive.
again.
He was abusive, Kendra. See, one thing about women in general, they don't really listen too well. Some of them, you know, the ones that are struggling out here, can't find a man, they don't listen very well. And, you know, if you're going to be a dating coach, a dating guru, dating coach, you know, people trying to find love on your channel, you got to listen. She just said it. It's a touchy situation. You know, he began to get abusive. He was using meth. You know, their daughter, the situation with the daughter and stuff. And it gets harder and harder for a person that's really looking for help to believe in the process that you're trying to take them through, because you're not even paying attention to what they're telling you. And that's important. They're gonna lose faith in the Kendra experience.
Tell me again.
He was addicted to meth.
Oh, okay. He was on something.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. Let's keep going, Ella Child. So, you said, tell me the age range one more time that you would date. You're 40.
30 and above.
30 and above. All right. So this is Ella, Seattle, Washington, 40, Sagittarius, a blogger. She's going to keep that a secret. 2 grown children. All right. Does he have to look? You told me this week over. Does he have to look a certain way?
Yes, he has to be attractive and presentable and not skinny.
Not skinny. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Yes. Over 6 figures.
Over 6 figures? That's a millionaire.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so are you saying he has to be a millionaire?
She said that's perfect. What does she got? Like, what do you have? It better be something more than that muffin. Please tell me it's more than that muffin that's gonna get old after 30 days, woman. It's gonna get old after 30 days, bruh. You're 40. You're not trying to deal with a teenager. You know? Unless you're doing something like, you know, and I don't even know what is there to do. Like a guy, you get tired of even a strip club after an hour. If you've been in a strip club for an hour, you're kind of burnt out. You know, these bitches running around, you know, untrustworthy ass bitches running around, shaking they fart box. You know, after a while, that shit gets boring, bruh. So what makes you think after 6 months, what makes you think after a year, you know, how far is that muffin gonna get you? How far is that muffin gonna get you? Okay?
Millionaire, or are you saying he has to be high 6 figures?
High 6 figures, yes.
What's the lowest 6 figures you would date?
300,000.
300,000. So I'm assuming you normally date men in this category.
Yes.
So,
damn, that's the low end. 300K. So you make 250,000. You make 200,000 a year. Forget about it, right? You know, if you're over 40, you know, and you're 5'8" and you make $220,000 a year, and you have no kids and you're handsome, she won't date you. You gotta make 300,000. $1 million is perfect. She said that she normally dates guys like this, which I think is cap. We'll hear it from her though. I'm sure Kendra's not gonna let that fly over her fucking head.
what's going on with them?
I haven't settled for anyone.
You haven't settled for
What's
anything?
been the issues?
They are not meeting all my requirements.
They're not meeting all your requirements. No guy is. Right? This is the type of woman Kevin Samuels was talking about. They're not meeting none of your requirements. You know, your requirements are too steep. maybe you should lower your standards, you know. Maybe you should find a guy making about $45,000 a year. I think that's good for you. You know, you're a pretty girl. You know, if you already got it, then, you know, but if you're just looking for somebody with some money and you don't even have it, you know, how good are your blogs doing? How good is your podcast? How good is that stuff doing? Okay? She haven't settled for none of those guys. They don't meet all of her requirements. But you think you're gonna find that guy on Kendra G's show? Somebody's just gonna hit your Instagram and it's just, you know, ain't had pussy in 10 years, but he makes fucking $400K and he just gonna wanna fuck with you? There probably is, and the saddest thing about it, there probably is one dumbass motherfucking simp, okay? There probably is one bottom feeding fucking simp that will go for this shit.
So Ella, you're fine. Like if you don't find a guy to fit everything, you'll be okay with being by yourself. It sounds like.
Yes. I have so many vibrators.
She got so many. You look like a vibrator. You look like a fucking vibrator. A motherfucker wouldn't go near you, man. And Kendra's looking at this like, damn, this is gonna be me. Or this could have been me without the fame. This is scary. There's a lot of women like this. They don't give a fuck. They're out of touch with what being a woman really is. Yeah, you had kids. You was young though, boo. You was only 17. You've been doing this shit longer than that. This bullshit right here, longer than that. So what makes you think a guy that's 30 years old, you know, he can't have no kids? You obviously got issues with other relationships that this man may have. That guys have no control over. You know, how my sisters and you don't want, it's, oh my goodness, this is delusional.
Say again?
I have lots of toys.
You have lots of toys. Okay, so you're willing to either you get what you desire or you'll stick with your toys and find happiness that way.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's fair. All right, let's do the Kendra cam, baby. We gotta see your full body.
I don't know if you can see.
You got that old woman dress on with some goddamn, man. What do you got on, lady? What do you got on, man? You look like some old, like you're making pumpkin bread and shit. Are you in the kitchen making fucking pumpkin bread? What are we doing here?
Okay, yeah, I can tell you're thin.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Ella, when was your last relationship? I know you just got a divorce, but you said you've been dating, right?
Yes. My last relationship was about, I think it ended in March.
End of March. Okay. You don't have to answer, but when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I am not going to answer that.
Okay.
Right, because it was last night. Somebody jugged them little joints. Because it's a free-for-all. You know, a lot of women, it's just a fucking free-for-all. There's no type of resistance. Any guy that's willing to at least make it seem like it's not a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, don't just make it seem like I'm fucking respectful. Just tell me you respect me and I'll give you all of this pussy. And a guy's supposed to drop everything in the fucking world for this woman right here so she can spend some of my, if it's $299K, she won't fuck with you. She's gonna be looking for that extra 1,000. You know, shaking up the couches and shit, looking in between the seats in the car. She's gonna be looking for that extra bando.
They want me to ask you, so you wouldn't date anybody that made less than 300,000. So if a guy made 200K, Ella? Ella, are you still there? I'm not sure if she went away. Onyx Monopoly. Hey, Onyx. Onyx paid $200, so I'm going to read what Onyx says. I have learned is many of us will die alone, shallow. I met some amazing gentlemen, all shapes, sizes, ethnicities over the past few months, and I no longer care about height and weight. We can lose weight laying down. Height is irrelevant. An ugly heart, spirit, and soul is dead. Hey, Onyx Boo. Let me say this. This is why I always ask this question. If you don't get what you want, are you okay with being by yourself? And once you tell me you're okay, Ella's back. I think you're back. You back, Ella? What happened?
Back. Yes, I'm back. Sorry.
What happened?
My phone was ringing.
Huh? Oh, your phone
My
was
phone
ringing.
was ringing. Yes.
Okay, so did you hear what Onyx said? Do you want me to read it again?
Oh no, but yes, please read it again.
Okay, so Onyx says she paid $200 to make this remark. I have learned that many of us will die alone being shallow. I met some amazing gentlemen, all shapes, sizes, ethnicities over the past few months, and I no longer care about height and weight. We can lose weight lying down. Height is irrelevant. An ugly heart, spirit is dead. Do you want to respond to that?
No, I agree 100%. I mean, to each his own.
Do you think you're shallow?
No.
Why not?
I think a lot of people want what they want, and when we figure out what we want, we should stick.
But if you want what you want and you're not getting it, what is, like, you know, like I can always want shit, right? But if I'm never getting what I want, then how the fuck do you know? You feel me? You don't get it. You haven't had that. You know? I can't just say I don't like pork. I haven't had it. Oh, I don't like it. Just why? Because it starts with a P. Like, what? You know what some people know what they want. I can see if this is success. You're successful. You know, if you're on here like Brittany Renner, you know, and we're not gonna champion her, but she is actually successfully temporarily getting the guys that she so-called desires, right? The athletes, the guys with the money, the guys, you know what I'm saying? Rather if it's public or not, she likes to go public with a lot of stuff. But if you're asking for all this stuff and you're not getting it, and only way I can see you really, really mustering it up, other than your little blog and shit, you know, you gotta be doing some side shit. You know, Seattle is just not that place. Like a woman like you, I live here, right? So, you know, a woman like you, and this is what you do, you wake up, you know, brush your teeth, you know, use the bathroom, shower up, get dressed or whatever, and maybe go to the grocery store, maybe go get some lunch, and then you're just blogging. That's it. And you're able to live in these high, you know, I think a 1-bedroom is probably $2,000, you know, in most places. Just a damn one bedroom, right? So it doesn't add up. It doesn't.
We shouldn't lower our standards because we haven't found what we want yet. Just keep looking.
So what does lowering your standards mean? So like if he treated you well, but wasn't your height requirement, to you that would be lowering your standards?
Well, it kind of depends on what it is my height requirement, because like if I'm allowing this guy to be in my life to treat me well, then obviously there must be something about him. So I wouldn't be lowering my standards because something about him made him not matter if he's in my life to treat me well.
Okay. But all right, so
it's just anybody. She fucks because she got dildos and shit everywhere, so she fucks. That's for sure. You know, I don't think you're gonna have to worry about that with this woman. You know, she might even got that mouth. You know, I'm not even, you know, allegedly. You know, I don't know. You know, Seattle chicks. You know, I don't know, right? But this is all she's looking for, though. There's nothing, like, you can't teach the guy anything. You can't be a helpmate. You can't. She wants you to already have helped yourself all the way to the fucking finish line, and then you're supposed to go backwards fucking with her. And she's gonna be making pumpkin bread and shit with nutmeg and shit in the kitchen. kitchen smelling like nutmeg, with a drawer full of dildos and lube and shit, bro. That's a lot of baggage. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I'd rather have a chick that doesn't spend that much time playing with her fucking pussy. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know. So, but that's just me. This is Dr. Hood.
Have your right to your salary preference, but do you care to say why you wouldn't date a guy that made $200K?
Well, it depends on where he lives. Like, I live in Seattle, and I travel to, like, Hawaii a lot. So, in those places, $200K is, like, barely anything.
So when you got divorced, I'm assuming y'all were separated, right? How long were y'all separated for?
We were separated for 3 years.
For 3 years, okay. Okay.
Almost 4, actually.
I'm trying to think of our last question. You said, your last relationship was March. Okay. So yeah, Ella, why do you think you're single?
Because I am super particular.
You know that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you enjoy alone time.
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
And I also enjoy being pursued, and I'm pursued a lot.
Okay, you're pursued a lot. So why don't you
By
settle?
what though? Who's pursuing you? By what? And then there's probably a lot of white dudes that might like a chick like this. You know, they want a black queen because black women are queens for sure. I know that. There's historical proof about that. But is he getting a quality one? And we talk about this overseas and, you know, dating interracial and, you know, all the, you know, are you getting the quality of the fruit that's of that race? Or are you just getting the bottom of the dumpster for that race? You know, I could date a Chinese woman, but is she like the top tier or is she the bottom of the dumpster of the Chinese women? Right?
I don't want to use the word settle. I hate that word. But if you're pursued a lot, why aren't those things leading to anything long term if that's what you desire?
Because they're not what I desire. None of those people are what I desire.
So the people that you desire, are they trying to pursue you?
I haven't met any that I desire yet. Like I said, I have a long list. Right. And so once I get, you have to.
This woman is crazy, man. I think she's nuts. I don't know if she's just trolling. You know, I've never seen a woman that looks like this from Seattle. I probably know her. She just looks a hell of a lot older than maybe, you know, back in school or something. You know what I'm saying? She says she's 40. Hey.
Check off the list while you're dating people. You check off the qualities that they have. Like, I don't know
my arm got tired even looking at her doing that so many checks. She was check, you know, like, God damn. How many dudes are you fucking with? You know?
Respectful this guy is when I meet him. I don't know how loyal he is when I meet him. I don't know how responsible or honest or kind or authentic he is when I first meet him. So it's going to actually take me to get to know this person, to know these things about him. So for the people who says that I'm shallow or whatever, I forgot what they said it was, but yeah, most of these things you actually, for him to be a good communicator, I actually have to communicate with him to know these things. So.
Okay. Listen, I already know how my page is and my followers. So there's 2 questions I want to ask you, and you might not even care to even answer these questions, but I would like to get your opinion. Salary. I feel like a lot of people are going to say that you don't deserve a man that makes that type of money.
No, Kendra, you're saying that. Don't try to put that on other people. You're saying that. And we can always go to the chat and, you know, some people in the chat want to know. And, you know, we could always go to that. Okay? Always. It's convenient.
That type of man that makes $300,000 or more is not going to wipe you up or settle down with you for whatever reason. Do you want to respond to that comment that will be said? I'm sure of it.
To me, that's just hilarious. For someone to say what I don't deserve, it's like, go fuck yourself. Pretty much.
Okay. And then another comment, I'm quite sure people are going to say that your list is unrealistic and there's too many things up there for you to find that person. Do you care to respond to that comment that will be said?
Whoever says that, they can go and settle for whatever, and that's why they probably end up with a trash person or be treated poorly in their relationship. I mean, the thing is, to each their own. If you want,
but she was in an abusive relationship like this. You know, sometimes I wonder. You know, you just keep letting them talk, and they'll just keep throwing themselves under the bus. You were just in an abusive relationship. Then it was so abusive that, you know, the guy ended up on meth. You know, the situation is ended up on meth. It's abusive to where you had to file divorces and things. You got, you know, and I don't know. And I don't. Maybe it was you. What's your drug history? You know, your drug use history. Are you actively using some type of drugs or something? Okay.
to settle for whatever's on your list. If you want to have 2 things on your list and go with whatever, do just be a pick me, whatever. I'm not a pick me. I pick what I want, and if you're not what I want, then why would I waste my time? It's like, what?
So you feel as though your vibrator, a battery, is better than a human being that might not have everything on it?
No, I feel like my vibrator is better than a hostile guy that is too lax. He can't be a leader. He's irresponsible, unrespectful, unloyal, dishonest, unkind, inauthentic. You know, I that's what I think my vibrator is. If he's not meeting most of these criteria, yes, I think my vibrator is way better than that. And I also have a cuddle pillow.
A cuddle pillow?
Pillow, yes.
But what if something, God forbid, what if something happens and you need a human being to help you with something? Do you think about that at times or no?
No, I do, but like, I just don't feel like.
Because I mean, real quick, because when you bring up vibrator, you're pretty much demoting a man to a sexual activity. Like you're just kind of. But let me finish. You're just kind of saying, I have either I'm gonna use my vibrator or I'm gonna get my list. The only thing that the vibrator can offer you is sexual pleasure. It can't be there when you have a bad day. It can't be there when you're sick. It can't be there if God forbid something happens to you and somebody got to make a phone call for someone to come caress you and make you feel better. So
right. See, Kendra, she's starting to learn, and by her interviewing these chicks that are her age, you know, she's starting to learn. Like, yeah, that vibrator, yeah, it could last for 15 minutes or whatever, but what about everything else? What about the other list of things that actually matter?
You know, it's like you're just comparing a male to the sexual activity opposed to everything else a man can bring into your world.
Right, but if the guy is disrespectful, if he is dishonest, a bad communicator, if he is unhealthy or inaffectionate or emotionally available, I mean, yes, I would prefer to have my vibrator. See, it's like these are things that I need. I don't want a stinky guy laying in a bed with me if he's unhygienic.
So to be clear, a man for you can only please you sexually?
No, that's why good communicator. It's not just pleasing me sexually. If he is kind and authentic and loyal, that's not.
And that's why that list is bullshit. It's too long. You know, it's good to want things and you know, have deal breakers and things, but I mean, come on. You know. And you don't want to get into your job and what you bring to the table. I always tell men, you know, always see what she's bringing to the table, because you've been that guy. You're that guy, and you're bringing shit to the table. So I think in return, you deserve somebody that can hold it down just in case something happens to you. That's the important thing about a family. Not getting a woman, she just want to be submissive and just want to suck your dick all day, and then when the bills need to be paid, she gonna be looking at another dick to suck. Okay? And that's what you're gonna get. Okay? And you guys can be foolish if you want.
just pleasing me sexually.
But no,
these
but
are
you understand
things-
what I'm guess I'm trying to get you to understand what I'm saying. Because you're saying either the list or a vibrator. You're not
right. So my point is, the things that are on my list aren't just things that help me sexually. But what I'm saying is, if these things that are on my list, if I can't get that, if I can't get these things, like these are very important things that I need. It's not like I'm asking for him to be a trillionaire or fly me to London to go get dinner or something.
I mean, you're expecting him to be the top 2 or 3% of men making over 300K. That's a big enough expectation.
I'm asking for him to be financially secure, respectful, honest, kind.
Well, you're asking for him to make over $300,000, which
that is okay. How many? There's a lot of people out there to make over $300,000, Kendra. Lots of them.
I mean, listen, I live in a world where that is true. I mean, but I will say a lot of the men that do make that amount of money and more, well, you already did mention you don't have to be the only woman. You say you're just going to feel like the most important woman. So you're open to him having other women.
Like I said, as long as I feel like the most important woman in his life.
She's delusional. She's never going to find a man. You know, it's almost hopeless. Maybe she can go back and look at this interview and look how delusional and ridiculous she sounds and looks. You know? Maybe that banana bread is about done in the oven. That pumpkin bread. You know, that nutmeg.
As long as I feel like the
I'm
most
asking this question clearly.
If he can.
No, I'm asking this question clearly. Could he have other sexual partners as he's dating you or being with you?
I'm going to say no, because I don't want to know about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know it exists. I need to feel like I'm the most important person in his life.
So you want to be in a...
I do know that most guys...
So you'll be okay with being in a relationship delusional? Like you'll be okay with being with a man...
Well, it's not delusional.
It is delusional because you're saying you don't want to know the truth. You're saying as long as I don't know about it, it's okay. That's what you're telling me. Because I'm asking you the question clearly, and you said you got to...
She's already delusional.
Like the most important person. So
Exactly.
It's kind of contradicting. So like you're saying, as long as I don't know about it...
I'm saying if he's good enough to make me feel like if he's sneaky enough to have his little side piece, and he's still making me feel like I'm the most important person in the world, and I never see him texting anybody or calling anybody. If he's that sneaky, heck yeah, have your side chick. If you can do
Fair enough. Why argue?
that, then do it.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Ella?
Because I'm traditional, I'm loyal, I'm playful, I'm a great cook.
Traditional. She got that list. See, she came ready. Playful, and you don't seem too playful. You seem pretty uptight. You know, this old woman kind of attitude kind of setting in. You know, you can't be happy with the way your dating life is going, or you wouldn't be on Kendra G. Okay? You know, you got vibrators. You know, you're kind of like a hot mess. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Clean, I take care of my man, I'm honest, I am adaptable, I am thoughtful, and I'm nurturing.
Okay. This is Ella, Seattle, Washington. He doesn't have to be in Seattle, Washington, right?
No.
Okay, you said you're open to all races, correct?
Correct.
All right.
She's gonna get some more dudes gonna be hitting her up. I know some dudes in Seattle. Y'all don't know if they fuck with Kendra, but you know, they will hit her up just to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Just to whip up through there and see what's going on.
Right. She's a blogger. She won't share the blog with us. She has children. I'm assuming you're done with that, or do you want more kids?
I do not want more kids.
Okay. Strong 300K or more policy, correct?
Correct.
All right. And all right, let's do it, Ella. This is Ella. How do you want the guy to reach out to you? Oh, she'll date 30 and above. How do you want the guy to reach out to you?
You can.
Okay, so this is where the part where, you know, you gotta find her on your own time. I ain't gonna be responsible for whatever the fuck happens with this young lady. You know what I'm saying? More delusion, man. It's at its finest. You know, Kendra G is the GOAT when it comes to digging these women up and putting them on the platform so that they can expose some of the ridiculousness. You know, guys, you know, if you're the prize, keep being the prize. Keep, you know what I'm saying? You in a good spot. You know, these women, they still delusional. Some of them ain't never gonna change. Some of them ain't never gonna learn. And that's why you're not supposed to even put too much time into that. She doesn't want to conform to what the fuck you got going on, what your program is, then just keep it on a pump and dump and be done. You know, don't waste your time, because you're gonna be the blame when the shit doesn't work out. You're gonna be the one that they're gonna fucking blame. So make sure you do it at your own time, at your own speed. This Dr. Hood, and I'm out. Peace.